I'm James, 42 years old, working as a security guard for the West Village apartment building, New York, USA. This is a small apartment building with 7 floors, a small number of residents, and a quiet place. I know a woman named Ava, 67 years old. She lives alone in an apartment on the 6th floor. Ava is reserved and prefers to observe everything around her. She has gone through many things in life. Her husband and daughter died in a car accident, and since then, Ava has lived alone. I often talk to Ava, feeling very peaceful and warm. If my mother were still alive, she would be the same age as Ava is now. One evening around 11 o'clock, I was on the night shift. Suddenly, footsteps and murmurs rang out. 6th floor, house number, 6th floor, house number. The sound of footsteps and mumbling grew closer and closer. I startled to see the silhouette of a woman with loose hair. It turned out to be Miss Ava. She doesn't remember the house number and has been wandering around the apartment since afternoon. Ava said she asked for help from several people here, but they all ignored what Ava said. I took Ava back to her apartment and brought her some food. Recently, Ava began showing signs of Alzheimer's disease. Ava forgot what I said just a few minutes ago. Ava's illness worsened as she continued to wander and mumble every night. For about 2 days now, I haven't seen Ava anywhere. I worriedly went to Ava's apartment and rang the bell many times, but Ava didn't open the door. I called Ava and heard the bell ringing from inside the house. Feeling that something bad was going on, I immediately informed the building management, telling them to quickly open Ava's apartment. After opening the door, I and the management board went into the apartment. Everything in the apartment is still intact and tidy. There were no unusual signs. The only unusual thing was that Ava could not be found. The building's management board immediately called the police, and the footage from the camera in the apartment were also provided. The last image recorded by the camera was when Ava entered the elevator on the 3rd floor and disappeared. People in the apartment complex don't pay much attention to Ava's disappearance. The search for Ava is still ongoing. It's been 10 days since she went missing. Late that afternoon, I was informed by the people living in the 6th floor apartment that there was a fight between 2 men. I immediately ran into the elevator to go to the 6th floor. When the elevator stopped, I looked up at the display board and was startled to realize I had pressed the wrong number 5 for the floor. Before I could press the elevator to go to the 6th floor, the elevator door opened. Immediately, the stench entered my nostrils. An object immediately fell on me. I reflexively raised my hand to block it. It was Ava, to be exact. It was her body. Her face was close to mine, gray, her hair hanging down, and a terrible stench. My hands could feel her flesh melting as I held the body. I was shocked and speechless. The elevator warning sound kept ringing. I dragged Ava's body into the elevator and pressed the button to go down. The building management board and police were present to get information and scramble the scene. And I stood looking at Ava's body for a long time. After investigating and documenting all information, the police concluded the cause of her death as follows. The 5th floor of the building was blocked by an iron door, 50 centimeters from the elevator door. The iron door was locked. Because of Alzheimer's disease, Ava mistakenly pressed the elevator to the 5th floor and not the 6th floor. Ava walked out of the elevator door before she could turn back. The elevator closed and went down. The 5th floor is an area that was acquired a few months ago, so no one goes there anymore. So she had been stuck here for the past 2 days of her disappearance and all the days of searching. The police tried standing at the location where Ava was stuck and yelled, which was clearly heard by part of the area on the 4th and 6th floors. So why didn't anyone heed Ava's plea for help?